When the war was over, the people celebrated. Hooray! We must never do this again, they said. And to make sure they never did, the chief of one clan gave to the chief of the other clan a dove as a sign of their new friendship. For all the ages, the dove has been a sign of peace, said the chief. So long as this dove lives, there will be friendship between us. The trouble was, the dove didn't feel so peaceful, nor did it feel exactly friendly. Actually, truth be told, the dove felt kind of angry. It felt even more angry when they shut it inside a gold cage that they hung from the ceiling. What business of mine is it whether these people fight each other? It said to itself. Why mix me up in their stupid affairs? Once in a while, the dove's anger spilled over, and it smashed its wings against the bars of its cage and squawked. You stupid humans! Fight for all I care! Tear each other to pieces! Just leave me out of it! The dove made such a commotion, it soon caught the attention of the chief's advisors, who thought they must do something about it. They first tried talking to the dove, but it was in no mood to listen. They tried making the dove's cage bigger, but it made no difference. The bird was as mad as ever. They tried giving it different food, giving it more water, less water. They tried coaxing it, threatening it, but nothing worked. Finally, they decided to consult the wisest man in the clan. They travelled to where he lived. We need you to do something about the dove, they told him. How could it be a symbol of peace when it's behaving so crazy? Bring it to me, said the wise man. So the dove was brought to him. Look, he told the dove. I know you're angry, but it's no good. You simply can't be an angry white dove. It won't do. So I'll make you a deal. If you can stay peaceful and calm for a year, I make you my promise. You shall go free. The dove thought about the offer. A year was a long time, but at the end of it, it would have its freedom. The man and the dove shook on it. The deal was done. Days passed. Days became weeks, and weeks became months. The bird got angry. It got mad as hell. But remembering its promise to the wise man, it kept it all in. It was hard to do this. The anger burned and boiled inside. But time and again, the dove told itself, I can't do this. I mustn't show my anger. I have to hold it inside me. I have to pretend it's not there. And gradually, a change came over the dove. The more it ignored its anger, a strange kind of thing took place inside it. It got so good at ignoring the anger that it stopped seeing it at all. It was as if it had put a spell on itself, so that no sooner had the anger appeared than it disappeared again. Who knows where it went? Certainly not the dove. It knew nothing except a strange, stuffy feeling in the throat and a fidgety feeling in the body. After a year, the wise man visited the dove again. How are you doing? Said the wise man. Fine, said the dove with a tight smile. Listen, about this business of letting you out of your cage, I'm afraid we're going to have to delay it a little while. Is that okay? All right, said the dove. The wise man went away feeling very satisfied with himself. You see, he'd never really planned to let the bird go. He guessed that if the bird pushed down its anger enough times, it would stop feeling it. It was just a matter of training. With enough training, anyone could learn to be well behaved, even a dove. Feeling extraordinarily pleased with himself, the wise man went away on holiday for a few weeks. He had a very fine time, lying in the sun, basking in the glory of his very clever handling of the business with the dove. When he returned home 2 weeks later, the land was utterly destroyed. Everywhere he went, villages burned to the ground. The wise man found the chief lying on a pile of rubble. Curses upon it, shouted the chief. 1,000 curses upon its blasted head. Curses on who, master? That good-for-nothing dove, of course. The dove? Said the wise man, shocked. Why? The chief stared at him. Why? Don't you know anything?
I've been away,
said the wise man, feeling all his confidence in himself quickly disappearing. That mad bird brought ruin on us all. And to think, they sent it to us as a sign of peace. And so the chief told the story of what had happened. One night, while everyone slept, the dove had smashed open the bottom of its cage. Once free, it had taken the burning torch from behind the chief's throne, and flying out of the hall, it had headed to the first village in the neighbouring land. Quietly, with very little fuss, it had begun setting fire to the homes in the village. When the villagers realised what was happening, they ran out of their houses in panic. They spotted the dove.
It's the other clan,
they said.
They've sent the dove to destroy us.
The villagers were enraged. They went to see the chief to tell him what had happened. The thing that made them especially mad was the peculiar smile on the dove's face as it went about burning down their homes. Vowing revenge, the chief called together his army. They attacked at dawn the very next day. Taken by surprise, the other clan stood no chance. When the chief had finished his story, he sighed.
I just don't understand it,
he said.
The dove seemed so happy.
The wise man said he didn't understand it either. Leaving the chief, he went to a field where he sat down to think. Soon the dove came to land on a nearby tree. The wise man spotted it and jumped to his feet.
How could you do it?
The wise man said.
I told you not to get angry.
The dove looked down. I'm not angry, it said.
What do you mean you're not angry? You burned down a village. You smashed your way out of your cage.
I'm not angry, said the dove.
What? I'll show you,
said the wise man, flying into a rage.
I'll throttle you. I'll tear you limb from limb.
But as the wise man got angry, the bird simply flew up into the next branch, and then flew up again into the branch above that, until finally it found itself at the very top of the tree. And from that great height, with a peaceful smile on its face, it dropped a stick all the way down until it hit the wise man on the head, knocking him out cold. Then flying to a spot nearby, it looked out over the wreckage of the land. I'm not angry, it said to itself quietly. I never get angry. Why do they all think I'm angry?